Welcome back to the realest channel on YouTube, and we have a new concept, a new series we're going to be bringing to the channel, and it's called Real Rivals. Now, welcome to the first episode. Let me explain how this is going to work. As a kid, we played top trumps, match attacks. It's the same concept. I'm going to be breaking down fights that could happen, fantasy fights, and giving everyone their stats, ranking their stats. We're going to be measuring attack, power, speed, IQ, durability, and defense. Once I manage to get a score for these things, I'll work out the average and give that player an overall, and the opposition, of course, an overall and a duel. We're focusing on what we haven't seen or what we can't see. Okay, this is not rematches, we're not doing any of those things. Okay, influencers, of course, they will be ranked differently. They're gonna have a different card. It's just gonna be a different section, just to make it fair and make it make sense. So I'll be analyzing all of the categories that I mentioned and giving an overall score. Without further ado, today's episode, the pioneering episode, is going to be Deontay Wilder versus Francis Ngannou. Let's start with our first fighter, Deontay Wilder. Now, we know his career has 43 wins. 42 of those wins have come by knockout. This is the former heavyweight champion of the world. Some of the most devastating power we've ever seen and athleticism that we've seen in the heavyweight division for a long time. He will be going up today against Francis Ngannou, someone again with freakish power, former UFC heavyweight champion of the world, and recently challenged the boxing heavyweight champion of the world in Tyson Fury. So let's get into the breakdown of Wilder first and work out what his card attributes are going to be. So the first stat we're going to be testing for Deontay Wilder to work out what his overall would be on his Real Rival card is attack. I already have a stat, but I want to see this anyway. Obviously, there's some footage here, so I'll be able to get some glimpses of some other stuff as well, and I'll contribute that towards the overall. But my main focus when watching this clip is the attack. Oi. Now, there wasn't much attack in this clip of him knocking out Helenius, but there is the power. So as much as I was looking for attack, we already know this, man. Let's not waste no time. Deontay Wilder's power is 10. So let's just add that to his card right now. Okay, we're gonna go to another clip so we can get more of a view on the attack. I have to see the Stavern one. I think the Stavern one's the only one that's gonna give me a... Hey. So as we said, power is 10. Power is 10. Just full screen this. Wait, did he say behind the head? He punched him square in his face. So... You know what? Cool. This is what we're gonna do. We're gonna give Wilder a 9. The reason why I give Wilder a 9 is because if his attack wasn't a 9 and his power wasn't a 10, he'd be a completely different fighter. It would change probably the whole trajectory of his success. Let's have a look here at some speed. We're gonna go forward in this clip because when he attacks him, you can see the speed. Crazy. So we see Stavern obviously been knocked down twice in the first round, and then Wilder advances the attack straight away with 8 seconds left. I'm gonna give Wilder a high speed rating, okay? Because when he does choose to attack, he moves very he looks like he moves slow. Sometimes he makes some quick movements, but mainly when he's about to do something with intent, it is done with good speed. I'm gonna go with an 8. Part of his speed being high is the fact that he's very light. He's a lighter heavyweight. It allows him to have that speed advantage, that athleticism, and yeah, the ability to snap like that. So I'm gonna give him a 8. Now IQ, I only can judge what I've seen, not what I believe. Now I believe that Deontay Wilder's been in the game of boxing for a long time and he has a high level of IQ if you was to sit down and talk to him. However, what he's shown us and performed is how we are judging. So a good way to test IQ is to look at the defensive abilities. We're gonna check some here against Gerald Washington. Washington attacks here. Wilder kind of drifts back, puts up the guard, but nothing special. No crazy head movement, nothing special. But he defended it. We'll go back to the Ortiz clip where he evades the attack. He's fighting a southpaw here. Moves away from the punches, spins out, returns back to the middle of the ring, regardless of the karate move, which is the right thing to do. Wilder showed good evasive ability there to move out of the way of the punches and then return to the middle of the ring. But again, Wilder isn't a person that shows us tremendous IQ. I think what Wilder shows us is that you better stay switched on at all times. Otherwise, he will pay you. And when he pays you, he pays heavy and it might be the end. I think that's what Wilder shows us. IQ, I'm going to give him, taking into account his experience and his achievements, I'm going to give him a 6. I'm going to give Deontay Wilder a 6. There's only been very selective times where I feel like he's used IQ to do something. Most of the time he lands and it's the end of the fight for everyone else. Durability. So we can see he gets knocked down in round 3. This is the 3rd round of a 12-round championship fight. To get up and return the pain in round 4 to Fury. Then he knocks Fury down again. This is after he's been knocked down himself. He's got up. And in round 10 he gets knocked down. And he gets back up. And Fury is not a small person, as we know. And then in round 11 he was finished. But even then he wasn't down for that long. He got back up and was with it again and was just very disappointed that he was defeated. I'm going to give Wilder, based on being part of a modern day heavyweight championship trilogy, I think it's only right we give Deontay Wilder the durability of 10. Just based on the punishment that he can take and still have the intentions of winning. We're giving Deontay Wilder a 10 on durability. Defense, we had a little look at that in the Gerald Washington clip when I was looking for IQ and defense. I feel like they work well together because it requires the knowledge to defend correctly. Let's go to the beginning of the Helenius fight. So yeah, again, there's not much defense really to see, but we know when he defends, he doesn't defend properly. With that being said, I'm gonna give Wilder's defense a 3. I'm gonna give him a 3 because I have never seen him catch a shot and counter a shot, but I've seen him knock man out. And I've never seen him bob, weave, slit, like, you know. I'm gonna give Wilder a honest low score of a 3 for defense. Okay, so Francis Ngannou, someone we know that also has devastating power. We're gonna be ranking and judging the same statistics. I feel like I already kind of have a score for them, but we're still going to watch the footage so we can just see. Let's start with the most recent. Francis Ngannou's knockdown on Tyson Fury, when this guy had everyone on the edge of their seats and shocking the world. And you know I'm always looking for the other stats as well within the clips, but my main thing here is to judge his attack. And that was brilliant attack. And in this clip he actually shows more of a technical ability than we've seen from Deontay Wilder, because I can see I can judge his defense from that clip as much as I'm looking for the attack. Now the attack was a very good counter hook. Let's move on to the top 5 finishes within the UFC, because they're finishes, which means man is getting attacked. So this is him against Andrei Arlovski. Jeez. Just like I said when we was reviewing Wilder, I don't know why I even pretended. Power 10. Yeah, we're gonna start right there. Power 10. let's continue the attack clips. Top 5 finishes. Guys, let's forward it a bit more. We're gonna get further in the clip just to solidify the fact that I want to make his attack 10. And again, as soon as he hurts the opponent, they do not have the chance to recover. They do not. He doesn't have the ability to recover. He makes sure once you're rocked, you are done. He hits you here. He hits Cain Velasquez. Cain Velasquez switches off. That's not the end. Whilst he hurts his leg as well, his leg gave out, but he attacks immediately. Francis Ngannou's attack. Ooh, this is a techie one, you know. Do I give him a 9? Do I give him a 10? I'm gonna give him a 9 as well. Not just to make it interesting, but yeah, I'm gonna give him a 9. Ngannou and Wilder, they share the same attributes, I believe, the same ratings in that category. They do, and it makes sense for me to have them both at a 9 and a 10. Now let's move on to speed. This is what we want to see. I'm gonna just watch this clip against Fury here. Good attack there from the southpaw stance as well, then switches back. But I'm looking for the speed. And he's not slow, Ngannou. He's not slow. He's, for the size that he is as well, he's not as fast as Wilder. But it's quick enough to knock you out. But again, Wilder does have the advantage in speed over Ngannou, especially in the movements as well. Like, you can see the way his body is moving, like he plods more, where Wilder can spring. Do you know what I mean? I don't believe Ngannou has that spring ability in the way Wilder does, but he's a heavier man. Watching Ngannou, I'm gonna go back to the top 5 UFC finishes. Okay. Oi. Yeah, it's hard to get. Oh, I feel like he's quick enough to get the job done. He's quick enough to get you. Put it that way. He's not ultra slow. You know, it's not like we're gonna do like Joyce, you know, or something like that. So I'm gonna give Ngannou a 6 for speed. I'm locking in 6 for speed. Yeah, Ngannou is confirmed. It's in. It's locked in. Speed 6. Now let's move on to IQ. So you can see he's southpaw here and attacked with the backhand, switching forward to end up in orthodox, which is not something that we've seen someone do, especially in their first boxing match. It shows a level of IQ. You know, he throws two-handed attacks, keeps his balance, looking for a distance where he can land, causes a gap between him and his Fury when Fury's trying to hold, using the forearm. Turns him when he's trying to lean on him, so he gets the advantage position in the ring, bringing the shots up when the head is down, back on the jab. This is a very good clip actually to judge his IQ, and he showed great IQ in this fight. So this is gonna be controversial. Now we're talking about a guy who was heavyweight champion of the world in Deontay Wilder. He's shown less IQ in his clips than Ngannou showed in his fight against Fury. This show's gonna put me in some sticky positions, but I'm going to put his IQ based on that fight against Fury. I'm gonna give him an 8 because he showed defensive ability, counter ability, switching of stance, creating space in a clinch. He ticked so many boxes in that performance that I think made boxers proud, especially Tim Bradley when he spoke about him not reacting to feints. Now we're moving on to durability. So you see he took a clean right hand there and then says, I'm gonna come back and attack you. And he took the elbow. Oh yeah, he took the elbow. He took the elbow. He took the elbow. Yeah. He took a clean elbow and kept marching forward like nothing happened. Right there. That was an elbow on the jaw. Yeah, I think we got to put Ngannou's durability at a 10 as well, you know. I think we got to put it at a 10. This is getting This is getting exciting. Now defense, again, he done so well against Tyson Fury. Let's see, even when he knocks him down, he uses good defense to give himself the opportunity. So you can see his hands are in the right position. He's using his feet, moving a bit out of range. Got a little guard, catches the shots and then counters. He felt the 1-2, took it on the gloves. He tried to go for another 1-2. He paid him with the hook. Defensive ability shown and converted into offense. Let's have a look at this clip. This clip is the main one, I think, that shows us things when Ngannou is applying pressure to Fury. So even then, as Fury tried to attack, he put his guard up correctly. Something we never really see Wilder defend with both hands on his head like this to avoid punches. So when Fury tried to throw an uppercut, then he used the lead hand to create space and protect himself. Let's have one more look at the applying pressure clip, because I'm really looking for how the defense is shown. As you said there was a nice close of the guard. Anytime Fury throws something, his response is good. His defense caused the knockdown. He makes Fury miss with the uppercut there, sustains his attack, keeps his balance. Okay. I've seen enough of what we need to see. We know Ngannou is not known for his defense generally, but in that performance against Fury, he showed it. I'm gonna give him a defense rating of 5. I'm gonna smack it right in the middle and say 5 out of 10, because he showed defensive abilities we haven't yet seen from Wilder, despite his success as a successful heavyweight champion, former heavyweight champion. So both cards have been complete. We got Wilder's attack at 9, power at 10, speed at 8, IQ at 6, durability at 10, and defense at 3, giving Deontay Wilder the average score of 76. Francis Ngannou with an attack of 9, power 10, speed 6, IQ 8, durability 10, defense 5. This is mad. He finishes with an overall of 80, making Ngannou the first ever winner on Real Rivals against Deontay Wilder, which is crazy. Now, do I actually think that's how the fight would go? Would Francis Ngannou beat Deontay Wilder? The stats here are crazy, because it's kind of like when you look at the attack and the power, the attack and the power, whoever lands first situation. You could say that Wilder has less of a chance of landing first because his defense is ranked less, but neither of them have the best defense. Ngannou, I'd love to see him fight again in boxing for me to really put a concrete score in for his defense like that. But in the UFC, he didn't show great defense. It's just his attack. So yeah, that is the first episode. Please let me know what fighters you would like to see on this series that we're doing. So suggest fighter on fighter, suggest influencer on influencer, and let's make the episodes happen. Thank you for tuning in. I also want to do a special happy birthday shout out to Marwan. It's his birthday today as I'm recording, so shout out to the little bro. I hope you enjoyed the episode as well. Make sure you like and subscribe. In a bit.